quarterback saying things. Browns rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders was talking about his coach's comments, his new coach Todd Monken, earlier today at the Pro Bowl. Y'all take a listen to what he had to say.
What's up?
He reportedly said this morning that your role is to be determined.
Say that one more time.
Todd Monken said this morning that your role is to TBD, to be determined. Mm-hmm. What's your reaction to that? What does that mean to you when you hear that?
I mean, that's what's expected. You know, that's what's expected. I think each and every day I have to prove.
I respect that.
To everybody and to myself also. So it's kind of like having goals and accomplishing those goals, whether it's small goals, and the small goals will end up to long-term success. So it's kind of like just hit your landmarks on what you need to do. Focus more in depth on everything, on what you want to, and just be in control of your life. And
I like that answer.
Elaborate.
I love that answer for him, though. The coach is a new coach, right? I didn't have a great year, but I am a rookie, and rookies need to develop, and it takes time. And we see all these other quarterbacks that have a slow start as rookies, and then they get better, right? We see with Caleb Williams, who's the #1 draft pick overall 2 years ago. So I don't mind that. He's like, yo, I got to go out there and earn it. We got a new coach. He's not familiar with me. I'm going to go out and show him and earn my stripes. I like that.
Here's my issue with it, 025.
I love it, actually.
The issue that Kevin Stefanski ran into with Shedeur Sanders is he didn't have a defined role for Shedeur Sanders. Is Shedeur going to be the backup? Is Shedeur going to be the starter? Is Shedeur going to be the number 3? Is Shedeur going to be the number 4? Okay, we trade Kenny Pickett. Shedeur's the number 3. Okay, we're not going to start Joe Flacco during the preseason because he's a vet. Shedeur don't get no reps. Okay, we trade Joe Flacco. Shedeur's the number 2. Shedeur had a completely undefined role in Cleveland, and as a result of that undefined role, that was a part of the reason Kevin Stefanski was hated, along with losing games. If you're Todd Monken, 2-5, I do not know that you can come into the season and be like, man, we don't really have a defined role for Shedeur Sanders. I think you got to come in and say, Shedeur's the guy. Now, whether you believe that or not, you say it. Kevin O'Connell, J.J. McCarthy's the guy. We don't know if he believed it or not, but he said it. Got some important information for y'all. There's no better place to win cash while watching sports than PrizePicks. Football season is here and basketball season is here, so there's absolutely no better time to join. It's super easy to use. To create a lineup, all you got to do, select a few player stats, pick more or less. That's literally it. PrizePicks is available in more than 40 states, including California, Texas, my home state, and Georgia. But my favorite thing, PrizePicks is going to give you $50 in lineups when you make your first $5 lineup. What's that mean? Win or lose, you get $50 in lineups for free. Just download the app and use promo code Speakeasy today. $5 gets you $50 in lineups. PrizePicks, it's good to be right. But if you come in here and do the same thing that Kevin Stefanski did, how can you expect A, to win over the fan base, and how can you expect B, to get good results?
I don't worry about no fan base. If Trey could be the quarterback for the Browns and they win 10 games, the fans are going to love that coach.
Yep.
So I don't care about that. Number 2, and Trey, I'm just saying, like, me, you, anybody. Yeah, okay. right. Okay. 2. Because the Browns quarter's been badly, so I was thinking,
anyway, you can just throw anybody in there.
Right.
Just a guy that does social media.
As long as they winning, that's all I care about. Number 2 is Monken just got there. How long he been there? For 2 weeks?
Yeah.
If that.
I
ain't have enough time to really dissect the team and the quarterbacks and who's this and who's that, and if it was the plays that was called, was the guys dropping passes, or they ain't even been there long enough to do that.
Yeah.
So you ask about Shedeur, it's like, yo, to be continued. I mean, because you said J.J. McCarthy, but J.J. McCarthy was a first-round draft pick. As in, we're giving this guy millions of dollars, right, as a rookie, to be here for the franchise. Shedeur, it was wrong, but they drafted him in the 5th round. So it's not like a guaranteed role. And then he had to climb his way up to start. You know what I'm saying? So let Tom Monken get in there and really dissect the offense, dissect the film, the tape. How good he probably don't know how good Shedeur is. Mm-hmm. Right? I know he liked him because he said we wanted to draft you. With the Ravens, we wanted to draft you. So he probably liked him from college, but he probably didn't watch his NFL tape yet. He's been there for 2 weeks. You know what I mean? So it's hard to give guys roles. Now, if the dude was making $15 million, $20 million, well, he got to have a role.
Yeah.
So I don't mind that answer, and I love Shedeur's answers because he's basically saying, yo, it's cool. He a new coach. He don't know me like that. Now, but he going to love me eventually when he see me play, see my work ethic, see how better I get in the offseason.
Can I just push back on one thing Shady said?
Yes, sir.
Because I don't.
I got answers.
Okay, bet. I don't like the idea of him not having time to dissect the offense and do all these things simply because, and Shady, you wouldn't know this because you haven't been a regular guy. But in the interview process, you come into the interview having already known what is this company's mission. What are their strengths? What are their weaknesses? What are they? I'm doing all of that research before I even apply for the job.
That's fair.
So
That's fair.
I think actually Todd Monken should have known going into the interview, let alone having been hired for now 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever days, what his game plan was going to be to turn this program around. You know what the weaknesses are.
Okay.
Y'all are losing games.
Okay.
So
I got you.
Yep.
So most jobs, because you can relate to this, right?
Yes, because
okay. Bet. So most jobs when you apply for them, you coming to work for them, right?
Yep.
Okay, it's a difference. Because Todd Monken ain't go beat on the Browns' door. Yo, hire me. They wanted him. Yeah, they wanted him.
Okay.
So y'all invite me up to y'all seat. Yeah, so y'all rolling the red carpet down for me because y'all want me. It's a different thing. If I'm asking for a job or you asking me
To fill the job.
come on now. So
Okay.
it's a total different level.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say it again. I don't mind that. Because they probably asked me in the interview room, hey, man, we want you. How can you help our team? This and that, all that stuff. I like the things you did with Lamar Jackson. I like what you did. Yeah, he's done all that type of stuff. That's what I bring to the
But
Cleveland.
isn't the first question that Todd Monken should have been able to answer, what is your plan for Shedeur Sanders? It is not a great draft class at quarterbacks. We do not want to trade up for the number 1 pick and go get Fernando Mendoza, who we don't know if he's a sure thing. Right. So what is your plan for Shedeur?
How do you know that was the main question?
If it was,
how do you know? We don't know that.
So if it was the main question, I don't like Todd Monken's indifference. What I would have wanted is Shedeur's a guy. Oh, I'm building this team around Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur showed me flashes last year.
Hold up. This is what I'm saying. How does he know that? How does he know that?
That's my point. Whether he knows it or not, lie. That's what Kevin O'Connell did about J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah,
I don't know if he knows
it's
it or not.
It's not the same, bro. You talking about J.J. McCarthy was a first-round draft pick.
And Shedeur is a first-round talent.
It's different. The money's different. The title's different. The commitment is different. You tell me a commitment to a first-round?
Of course not. Of course not.
Okay, so you come in this room, right, and you talk about J.J. McCarthy. You know what? We had Sam Darnold had a really, really good year, but damn. We got a first-round guy we drafted in the first round to be our franchise guy. The conversation's over. Sam, bye. Okay, we had a 5th-round draft pick that we really, really like that had to fight and claw to get where he's at, right? What do we do with him? Let the coach get in the office and watch him film and learn about Shedeur, right? Good or bad? Was it the picks that he might have had? Was it his fault? Was it tip passes? Was it bad?
Let me push back.
Hold on. Was it bad offensive line play? Like all these things matter. Y'all want this dude to say today after being there for 2 weeks, you know what? We're going to do this with Shedeur. Like no.
Here's why. Because anybody who you have to depend on next season, blind confidence. You know you're finna have to depend on Denzel Ward. You know you're going to have to depend on a freakazoid like Myles Garrett. You know you're going to have to depend on those starting linebackers. Carson Schwarzenegger probably going to win Defensive Player Rookie of the Year.
Okay.
You know you're going to have to depend on what's that running back from Ohio State? Quinshawn Junkins. And I need him to get back. He's a guy.
Okay.
Harold Fannin. Hey, we need him to grow. He's a guy. Shedeur, we'll see the plan for him. To me, 2-5, if there was another quarterback who you might want to wrestle with, sure, be indecisive. But what's the alternative? A free agent?
Bro. I just think, like, you talking about Myles Garrett, he's the highest paid guy in the league. He's going to be there. Denzel Ward's a freaking all-pro, Pro Bowl player. He's going to be there. These guys, you can't, if Monken didn't like them, he can't even get away from them guys. Can't even get away from them.
But, okay, great.
Shedeur,
can you get away from Shedeur?
Everything's optional. You know what I mean? He's a rookie. Everything's optional. He's a 5th-round guy. Everything's optional. This is what I'm saying, though. My point is, I love what Shedeur said, and I love what Monken said. Because I just got here for 2 weeks. Let me really dissect this offense, see where it was struggling at, see where it was good at, where it was bad at. The quarterback, watch Shedeur's tape. Man, I like him because I want to draft him with the Ravens. Now I hear, can I improve him? Can we help with the offensive line? Like, let him look at the whole game plan of the offense and see what he needs to do. And I respect he didn't get up there and just be lying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I respect that because when he watched the tape, there's probably things that Shedeur can do better. He can watch the tape. He gonna see this offensive line is terrible. When he watches the tape, he's gonna find out that we need a number one receiver. All these things matter.
Here's my last thought on it though before we move though, 2-5. I don't know if Todd Monken can afford to not start Shedeur Sanders. He's not coming in as a proven head coach. He's not coming in as a bona fide offensive genius like Ben Johnson. So Todd Monken doesn't have enough equity to come out here and be like, you know what? Shedeur is going to come into camp at number 2. After what happened last year, Shedeur's been overlooked. 5th round pick. Came into camp at number 4. Moved into number 3. Y'all put Dylan Gabriel ahead of him. I don't know 2-5.
But he ain't doing it. He's not doing that. All he's saying is, yo, to be continued. He don't know. He don't know yet. What's wrong with that? He don't know yet. Shedeur could be the number 1 dude right away. Or they might bring in a guy for he don't know yet. That's why he's not even answering.
I guess the hard part for me is how many teams, not even how many teams, is it fair to say the Browns are the only team in football, maybe outside of the Falcons or maybe outside of injury, the Browns are the only team in football that have a question about their quarterback going into next season? The Raiders quarterback, we know who it's going to be. The Saints quarterback, we know who it's going to be. The Titans quarterback, know who it's going to be. Giants quarterback, know who it's going to be. Falcons quarterback, if Penix is healthy, if he were healthy.
The Cardinals, we don't know who's going to be for Cardinals.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
but that's just football though, right? Like, and I think talking to Shedeur, we talked about not like this situation, but different things in this football. Like I think he understands that.
Yeah.
His dad is Deion, so I was a 5th round quarterback. They try to hold me back, but I broke through. I didn't have a great year, but I had a solid year because I'm a rookie.
Yeah.
All rookies have struggling years, right?
Yep.
But I show flash of being good. I show flash of having talent. And he knows this, he gotta show up there and compete. There's nothing wrong with that. And I like a coach that says, you know what, hey, look, I'm not gonna give you nothing. I'm gonna let you earn it. And I think Shedeur, his whole life, he's been earning it.
Yeah.
He went to Jackson State, for God's sakes. Earned it there.
Yeah.
Then he goes to Colorado. Ain't nothing given to Colorado. Who's going there?
Mm-hmm.
Earns it there. So even with the Browns, dog, they didn't get to do no 1st round reps, and he earned it there. So I think everything Shedeur is going to have to go through, he's cool with, because he's been through it. I think Tom Monken did a good job of his press conference. I'm not going to do no lies. Hey, look, we like Shedeur. Let me watch the offense and see who's better, because the truth is, that's a bad team.
Yeah.
And a lot of them guys on that squad, they don't have no guaranteed spots if I'm the head coach either.
I hear you.
You know what I mean? It's only a couple dudes like, yo, you know what? He got it. Yeah, so.
Hey, Todd Monken said something incredibly questionable. We will get to that momentarily because he said something I absolutely hated. Shout out to y'all tuning into this show right now. If you're watching, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button.
Tune in, man.
We self-funding this show, so y'all make sure y'all support Black people during Black History Month.
We or you?
Okay.
We?
I'm self-funding this show.
There you go.
There you go. Because I will still the credit. They already think it's mine. You know what I mean? Like, yo, 2-5, you got the. Yeah, I put some money in that joint. You know what I mean? Me, we split it 50-50. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
I could flex like that.
Except my expenses are 100%. Social Trade, what's up with the super chats?
Listen, we do have a lot of super chats to get to, so I'm going to get to them as quick as I can. Our guy, I'm assuming, is a guy. If you're not, let me know. I can do 413. Back in the super chat with a $100 super chat.
Oh, he coming out strong.
Coming out strong. It's been a while.
We go strip club together if you want to.
Hold on, Shady. I told you. What? He's a man of faith.
His
whole
username
IG handle is I can do all things through Christ.
I just told y'all boys, man. I know people that got baptized in the strip clubs, man. Y'all thinking negative all the time. That's all y'all do. I know people that go to strip clubs to get some food and leave.
What do you do if you go to the?
Y'all gotta get out more, man.
The world, people want to know, Shady, what do you do when you go to the strip club?
The world is bigger than the Speakeasy. All right?
Yep.
Y'all gotta go outside a little more.
That's my fault. That's my fault.
You not answering that question? I can do 413 $100 super chat says standing up for Shady on the Reed versus McVay talk. Disrespectful to compare Andy Reid, Eagles, 4 consecutive division chips, 4 NFC chips,
Check.
1 Super Bowl game.
Check.
Chiefs, 9 consecutive division chips, 7 consecutive AFC chips, 6 Super Bowl games, 3 Super Bowl chips. Debate over.
It was silly though. And you know what? I was like, man, are they serious? After the show, I said, yo, was that for clicks? I just said, nah. I'm like, what?
Trey, what's up with the super chat?
We got another $50 super chat from I Can Do. Follow right up with a $50 joint. And say every great player leads differently. Some vocal, some in actions. But when you know a guy shows up consistently, you have confidence because he's come through before. Actions speak louder than words.
For sure.
Like we knew Shady was going to give us crazy work.
That's fair.
Holla.
That's
and
fair.
Guess what? You think Tim Duncan's talking a lot? You think Tim Duncan's talking?
Yeah, but he had TV. And TP gonna oui, mon ami. So we got the.
I don't know if Tim. I don't know Parker.
knows his what.
You said Tony Parker?
Parle France. Yeah.
I don't know if he was talking. I don't think he was. You know what was talking though? Pop.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. I agree with that though, because
thank you.
I can do 413. He be leading by example.
Yeah.
$100 super chat, $50 super chat.
Yeah.
That's how you. I don't want him to just talk.
Yeah. No.
Actions
Speak louder than words.
Close them doors.
And money speaks louder than it all.
Close the doors.
The doors.
Where we at, Trey?
Last two I got. Skylar Sam 21 said, "I know we holding Chameleon Bear accountable when he's back. It was dope seeing QB1 have fun at the bowl tonight. Shameless plug for Shady's Twitch. I was chopping it up with him earlier today. Get in there, regulars. Go Birds."
Wait. Run that back.
Shameless plug for Shady's Twitch. He said he's chopping up with you.
He said, yeah.
Oh, that was you on the joint.
Yeah, Skylar said, okay, yeah.
Hey, Shady got a Twitch. It's popping. Y'all make sure y'all support everybody in the Speakeasy. You know what I'm saying?
What's the Twitch name?
I got a Twitch too.
Hold on. He about the front. Let's watch it. What's the Twitch, dude?
It's two.
Yo, look, check it out, man. He did all that fake fronting like that.
Okay.
Listen, Real Shady 717.
Yeah.
Get the Twitch. Holla at your boy.
I'll let him.
Okay. I got a Twitch too. Find me on social media. Yeah, I need all the Twitch followers I can get.
what's
Last
that
one I
one?
got, the Disciple sent a $20 super chat.
The
Said,
Disciple.
"Man, stop talking about Stefanski. He's in Atlanta now. Slate clean."
That's fair. Slate clean.
Thank
Then
you.
let's
Slate
talk
clean.
about the Browns' current coach. I can't believe that I heard this nonsense come out of this man.
He said some more stuff you don't like?
Nah, this one even worse. When I was preparing for the Cleveland Browns job, I wasn't chipping Jim Schwartz. I was chipping Myles Garrett. That's what Todd Monken had to say. Let me fast forward because it's later on in the clip. Take a listen.
We're going to keep the same system. We're still going to let them attack. We're still going to let them play free. I can't see any other way. They're a big reason why I took this job. The defensive players. I didn't take this job because of Jim Schwartz. I have a lot of respect for Jim Schwartz. But as I would hope he has for me. But I took it because of the players that are here, the ownership, Andrew Berry, and the ability to build this roster from the ground up on the offensive side. So, and I said this to the other guys. I didn't think I'd say it, but I'm going to say it. When I was prepared.
Pause. Don't ever say what follows. I didn't think I'd say it, but I'm going to say it. Whatever you say after that, you probably shouldn't say.
Agreed.
Put the screen up, Rome, so your boy can hit play.
Preparing for the Cleveland Browns, I wasn't trying to chip Jim Schwartz. I was chipping Myles Garrett. And when I was sliding a protection to the outside backers or Grant Delpit that were blitzing off the edge, I was sliding the protection of the players. And when I was worried about throwing to the right against Denzel Ward or Tyson Campbell to the left, that's who I was worried about throwing.
Oh, brother.
This guy stinks.
Here's why I hate this.
Help me out.
Jim Schwartz is a top 3 defensive coordinator in football right now, especially when you think isolated from a tree. Gus Bradley, Robert Saleh, DeMeco Ryans, Dan Quinn, they all same tree. When you think about how he uniquely runs the system, Jim Schwartz is a top 3 defensive coordinator in football. In Cleveland, sorry Cleveland, Jim Schwartz has had the number 1 total defense and the number 5 total defense. Jim Schwartz is still in limbo of whether or not he's going to return to the Browns. He likely won't because they overlooked him to get another head coach. Why would you take a shot at a man that several of your players love, by the way? Why would you take a shot at a man who has created a scheme that helped Myles Garrett break the NFL sack record? Because, by the way, Jim Schwartz's schemes has stopped the run on the way to the quarterback. There are several schemes where even the great Myles Garrett would not have broken the sack record, not because Myles Garrett doesn't have the talent to break the sack record, but Myles Garrett didn't have the scheme to break the sack record. Why would you insult a man who is beloved by the players and who has helped the Browns command a number 1 defense in football for a moment? Why would you not do everything you can to try to retain the man? Now, you might suggest, Acho, Schwartz ain't coming back. That ship has set sail. But why would you want to insult a coach when you might have to potentially fill that coach's position? If you're a defensive coordinator and you're looking for a job and you hear what Todd Monken just had to say about Jim Schwartz, why would you want to go to a place where he's completely undermined the value of the coach instead it's about the player? Todd Monken, yeah, Lamar Jackson was an MVP before you, but they got rid of Greg Roman and brought you to Baltimore because of you, because of your mind, because of your intellect, because of the value that you're bringing, Todd Monken. I just don't see the wisdom in insulting a coach that, one, you would love to have, and 2-5, I just don't see the wisdom in insulting a coach that's still technically on the roster that a lot of players love. To me, foolish decision. While trying to praise the players, Chady, just praise the players. You don't got to praise the players by insulting the coach. That to me is why I'm like, I just hated it.
That wasn't that bad to me. I mean, maybe we see things differently, but I mean, all he said is, hey, look, man, I'm here for the players. I'm here for the ownership, to build a roster up. I came here to be with these defensive players that they have here. He talked about, and he gave examples. I wasn't really worried about no Schwartz game plan or the way he structures defense. I was worried about Myles Garrett.
Yep.
I wasn't worried about, the secondary that Jim Schwartz wanted to do. I was worried about Denzel Ward. Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I guess we're getting eclipsed, but I'm sure the question was, how do you – that's probably what happened. From listening to the interview, it was probably a question asked, well, what are you going to do that Schwartz might not be there? And he probably answered like, look, I ain't really worried about him. My decision to come here wasn't about him. It was about the players they have on defense. And that's an honest answer, and it's a true answer.
But don't you think
I hate when sometimes we make the coaches out to be more than what they are. There are really good coaches, and you need them. And if you ain't like a top-tier guy, and you're just really, really good, cool. But this is a football players-driven league.
But let me ask you this. Honest answer and true answer. But couldn't it still be a dumb answer? Because
I don't think it's a dumb answer.
The Minnesota Vikings, they realize they need Brian Flores. That's why they paid him $6 million. Reports suggested they're paying a defensive coordinator, the most money in the history of football for a defensive coordinator, Brian Flores, $6 million. Because they're like, you know what? Yeah, we probably need you. Don't you think 2-5, like, sure, it's real. Hey, I didn't come here for a coach. But having the number one defense in football, which the Browns have had total defense, that helps, especially when you got to build your offense from the ground up.
And he said that. He said I have a lot of respect for Schwartz. He did say that. But I'm sure the question was asked, how do you feel about now your defense coordinator not really being here? And he's like, yo, I'm not here for him. I'm here for the ownership. I'm here for the GM. And I'm here for these defensive players. And he gave examples of like, oh, it's not about the coordinator. It's about when I played these dudes, I knew what the hell they had over there. I knew the type of linebackers and the defensive studs they had. I came here for them. I don't care. I didn't come here for no.
Here's why I think,
coach.
Shady, I think you're underestimating coaching. Odafe Oweh, we talked about him. He was a first-round pick for the Ravens. Ravens traded him in the middle of the season. He was sorry. Had like 2 sacks in Baltimore. Goes to the Chargers, finishes the season with 10 sacks in 7 games, 3 in a playoff game, because Jesse Minter said, you know what, I'm going to unleash him. Zach Orr, defensive coordinator from the Ravens, in his second year as a defensive coordinator, completely underwhelmed. He didn't know how to use Odafe Oweh. So this same Odafe, who was a 10-sack talent, was a 2-sack talent because he didn't have that coordinator.
Yeah.
I think you're underestimating the value of Jim Schwartz.
I respect that. But the good thing about these Browns, they got players with names and you know who the hell they are. Yeah, so I don't have to hope this coach can unleash these guys. They're already unleashed.
Yeah,
that's the difference. So the difference is we ain't got to guess and hope and pray and put our fingers together and cross our hands and hopefully this guy can. No, we don't need that because we already know the guys that got there on defense, they already are unleashed. And I don't mind that.
But they see, to me, they got 2 guys, bona fide. Myles Garrett.
The other quarterback
Denzel
ain't bad
Ward.
either though. What's his name? He just mentioned him. Number 0.
Grant Delpit. Grant Delpit is safety.
No, he's nice, but the other corner that he mentioned.
He mentioned Delpit, and I don't remember the other corner that he mentioned. I don't remember the other corner.
I forget his name, but he's nice too, though.
They had Greg Newsome, but Greg Newsome is over there in Jacksonville now.
Yeah.
So I'm just sitting here
Newsome
like,
was nice. That's what Newsome.
If you're Jim Schwartz was a defensive coordinator for the Super Bowl winning Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, I like Schwartz. And I played against him years ago. I like him. But what I'm saying is, for his message he's saying, they asked the brother, yo, how do you feel about Schwartz not being here? Type thing. And he's like, I ain't come here for him. I came here for them defensive gangsters they got over there.
Yeah.
I know how good they are. And you know how I know how good they are? Because I played against them. When I was setting my offense up, to go against them twice a year, I wasn't worried about no Jim Schwartz. I was worried about freaking Myles Garrett. How I'm going to block him? How I'm going to slide to him? And then when we throw on the ball to our best wide receiver, if it's Zay Flowers, how can I get Zay Flowers off of Denzel Ward? That's what he's saying.
Can a coach make a great player sorry? Because I think a coach can.
I don't think. Can a great player be sorry from coaching? No.
Coaching, a.k.a. system?
No, not a great player.
You ain't seen a great player in a bad system?
You said a great player being sorry. No.
Can a great player be average? Can he make a great player average?
No. Average? No. Can
Really?
a great player in a bad system not be as great? Yes. Can a great player in a bad system not be as elite? Yes. Can a great player in a bad system be average?
Okay.
And sorry?
Let me flip it. Let me flip it.
Hell no.
Can an average player, because I know the answer to this one, but let me just see what you're going to say. Can an average player be great in a good system?
I think an average player can be really good in a great system.
Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold,
It's not a guy.
DeMarco Murray, Alfred Morris.
I thought Marco Murray was good. But yeah, an average player can be good in a good system. Yeah, for sure.
So then it's like coaching can turn you from average
To better.
to great. DeMarco Murray led the league in rushing.
Yeah, but that don't make you great because you had one good year. I don't make you great.